Hey guys, Tyler here. Usually I do a lot of puzzle video games on this channel, but I thought it'd be fun to switch it up, do a more traditional puzzle game. I used to love Sudokus here as a kid, and I thought it'd be fun to try to get back into it as an adult. I was pretty decent at these as a kid. I learned enough tips and tricks that I could probably not embarrass myself on an expert puzzle with a timer in the upper right hand corner. And if I do embarrass myself, this will just be a good opportunity for me to relearn the game. So, right, we're gonna get into this. So everyone knows Sudoku, right? You just gotta have numbers 1 through 9 in each row, column, and 3x3 section. It's a logic game. Logical deduction. Narrow down where the numbers could be. Use logic tricks and pattern recognition to figure out where exactly to go beyond that, and use your brain a little bit to maybe think ahead and try to get some steps in the future. This site does have note taking, and that's what I'm doing right now. Just taking notes of where all the numbers can possibly go. Just filling in squares that haven't been eliminated yet, and hopefully trying to find some tricks or easy pickings along the way. So here's a trick. The 2s in this 3x3 can only go along this column, which means within this column, the only place where a 2 can be is one of these two. So these 2s almost form a bit of a laser beam, and they shoot the other 2s from being possibly considered out of the way. And I did mischart some 2s earlier, so I'm glad I slowed down because I missed that before. So let's go back to note taking. Just 2s have been narrowed down quite nicely, and actually they have been fully narrowed down here. This is the only possible place for a 2. 2s are just wonderful. I love 2s. 3s suck. There's only 2 3s, so there are not many possibilities for 3s to be narrowed down. It seems that there's just going to be a lot of squares for 3s. Not so bad here. You know, oh, I did miss a 3 over here. Okay, there's 3 3s. You know what? 3s aren't so bad. They get a bad rap. And actually, again, we can do a laser beam. And funny enough, it's not just a laser beam, but it's a pair. These are pairs. So within these sections, well, it's the only places that 2s and 3s are going to go. And what's nice is that because there's a pair, no other number can go in these squares. If a different number went in here, then a 2 or 3 would not have its place within here. So that's awfully nice. I get to narrow that down quite a little bit, and that's it for 3s. Hopefully 4s will stay on track. I mean, get the memo. We're trying to eliminate as much stuff as possible. 4s gotta do me a solid. Only 2 possible 4 spots in the upper right, and you know what? Because we have this 2-3 pair, this other 4 eliminates the rest, meaning this 4 has to go here, eliminating more 4s on the top, actually creating a 4 laser beam. Oh, this is glorious. Knocking out this 4, that was the wrong button. Knocking out this 4, forcing this to be the only 4 up here. And now we're really getting somewhere. And now this is forced to be a 4. And then I think that's it for forced, but we can narrow this down to 2 4 possibilities and then 3. So 4s are even better than 3s. All right, come on, 5s. You know what you must do. 2 possibilities for a 5, not bad. There are 3 possibilities for a 5, that's okay. 2 possibilities for a 5, not so shabby. 3 possibilities for a 5, and again, 3 possibilities for a 5. Honestly, 5s aren't that bad. Don't hate the 5s. 6s are actually going to suck. There's a bunch of spots for a 6. 4 spots, 4 spots. But you know what? There's only 2 spots for a 6 here. This does create a laser beam, so that will be at least somewhat helpful. Then it could go in here. And because of the laser beam, there's only 5 spots for the 6. And then there's 3 spots for the 6. You know, even the bad numbers aren't that bad. There's 7 for a 6 here. And 6 for a 6 in the bottom right. So it does get bad eventually, but I thought it was going to be way worse. And I did mess up this 4. I totally missed this pair here. I mean, I noted it, but I didn't fully note. That means there's a 4 here, and that means we are almost done with 4s. There's only 4 spots left for a 4, which is wonderful. And the reason why I said that was because I was thinking about 7s. I realized pairs can't go here. And actually, this is forced to be a 7 because of the pair. So that's wonderful. And now 7s only have 2 spots in here. And then let's check out the middle. 7s have only 2 spots. They form a laser beam, which means that 7s have only 2 spots in the right side. 7s now have only 3 spots in the middle. And, you know, I guess they can roam free in the bottom middle. I guess there's going to be 7 of them. Here, there's going to be 3 7s, but all in all, 7s aren't too bad. Got some decent progress on narrowing things down. How about the 8s? Well, 8s have 2 possibilities. Also forms a laser beam. Am I going to be able to use this laser beam? Who knows? What about this middle section? Well, there's only 2 possibilities for an 8. Can't miss this 8 at the bottom. Then over here, there is an 8 laser beam, so there's only 2 possibilities for an 8, which creates yet another laser beam. Only possibilities for an 8 being right here. And then the bottom, there is a laser beam, so it's these 3 are the possibility for an 8. And then these 2 are the only possibilities for an 8, which creates yet another laser beam, which forces this to be an 8. Excellent. Which means this is the only possible space for an 8 here. Well, this is just spectacular. And you know what? I can mark this as a 1 because all we have left are 9s. And 9s already occupy the square. We can get rid of this 6 as well. And that doesn't mean we can do too much more because, again, I still have to mark 9s. But holy crap, that's insane progress. Final thing to do is the 9s. There is only 1 9 on the board. So there were so many spots with just singular numbers that I thought, you know, this would be a slam dunk, but this 9, of course, has to rain on my parade. At least I get a laser beam here, helping me out in the middle. The middle is just laser beam city, I swear. You know what? There is a laser beam up here, which means this is not a 9. Only these are 9s. It is a 3 long laser beam, but a laser beam nonetheless. That still works. All 7 of these can be 9s. Not amazing, but I put up with it. All 6 of these can be 9s. And now we go to actual play. And you know what? We have some stuff narrowed down already. 174 is a fantastic start. Is there anything else? Well, there is a 9 up here I can clear out. And then this 6 and then this 7. Absolutely phenomenal. This 2 up here is doing great. And then, is there anything else? So there's a 4 that's a single digit. And somehow I thought there was a 3 here still. I think that was just a mismark. Put a 3 there when there didn't need to be 1. All right, so I got a whole column sorted out. All right, this is a fantastic start. Now I'm looking for more laser beams. There's a duo laser beam here. There's a... No, never mind. I thought there was. I missaw. I see like a bunch of 6 9s everywhere. It's a very nice setup, but it doesn't automatically mean I can do something. I'm looking for more laser beams or paired laser beams, kind of. 6 9, 6 7 9. There's 5 7 9. There's a lot of triplets. Like this 6 7 9 is a triplet. 5 7 9 is a triplet. This 5 8 9 up here is a triplet. What else? Well, this 2 3 5 8 is a quad pair. Yes, that's something that exists. What about... Well, something will turn up. We're now into pattern recognition territory, so hopefully I start recognizing some patterns soon. I'm going to go row by row, just to make sure there's no, like, singular possibilities that I can narrow out. Or any laser beams? No, that's not how I figure out laser beams. Anything in this row? There's a 2 here. I think that's the only spot in this row where a 2 can go. So I will mark that, and then we get the 3. Just for free. I don't even have to do anything. And that means this is the only spot in this 3x3 where a 2 can go. Excellent. And would you look at that? Only spot where a 5 can go in this row. And then we can clear up this 3x3. So excellent here. We can have this 6 be freed up and this 3. And this 8 is all come together now. This 1 is the only possibility according to my notes, which hopefully are right. If I took wrong notes, then I could be leading myself down a dangerous path. But if I took correct notes, then... well, I have nothing but success in my future. So there's a 6 9 pair here, which functions as a double laser beam. If you see something like this, they can shoot out all other 6 9s in this row. So that means the 6 is gone, forcing a 3, forcing a 2, forcing a 3, forcing a 6, forcing a 2, and then forcing some 7s and 1s in the middle. Excellent. We're getting really close, actually, making really good progress. How about a forced 9 down here? Note that. There's a forced 7, forced 5, and then a forced 9, forced 6, forced 7, forced 5, forced 1, forced 8. This is all coming together. This is cleanly cleaned up. Can I go fast enough to maybe beat I don't think I could beat 10 minutes. I glanced over at the clock. If only I hadn't paused to take sips of my water during this actually could have been sub 10 minutes. But there we go. That's a Sudoku beat. This was actually really lucky. My test round of this, because I wanted to make sure this website would be functional and good, was like literally double this time. So 10 minutes and 6 seconds on an expert Sudoku. This is fun. I could do some other Sudokus in the future. This site also has killer Sudokus, which are, well, killer to say the least. Could be fun to do some other pen and paper puzzles. I like puzzles like nanograms. So yeah, let me know what you think of the paper puzzles, the traditional puzzles. Let me know if you want to see any more, or if there's other type of traditional puzzles that you think could be fun to see me solve. It's been a wonderful video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.